Oh, you really need to look at the screen because seeing is believing. For real. Someone sent me this video in an email saying that Marvel had printed the same comic twice, literally using most of the previous X-Men issue in the latest comic. The video was actually taken by the doctor and posted on Twitter, and as you can see, yeah, Marvel reprinted 90% of a previously printed comic and then slapped a $4 price tag on it. Really? Really? The same comic? Really? You lazy motherfucker? Really? You actually had the nerve to print 16 pages from a previous issue and then charge regular price for it. I don't care if you change the captions and dialogue, it's the same art. That's so damn trifling. Oh, but it gets better because it's only been 2 issues. The original pages came from issue 12, the current one is issue 14. 2 issues later? Really? Y'all is well past the effects of the woo-foo, so what the fuck happened? I get that most of the 22 chapters of the Swords of Who Gives a Fuck are filler, but at least have the decency to draw new pages. And then to slap a $4 price tag on a book people already bought, that's just bullshit. No fucks given, huh? Just completely gone. Are you genuinely out of fucks or did Biden steal them from you too? How in the hell did this get printed? Why would you publish this if you only had 6 pages of new content? You couldn't find any way to put this little exchange between Apocalypse and I guess his wife who isn't actually dead in some other book? You just had to print this. The tiny ladyballs it takes to pull this kind of move when you're trying to get people interested in comics again is just insane. Jesus Christ, you've got to up your game and at least pretend to care. You are running a business after all. But this is the state of Marvel right now, and probably the industry. I haven't been on Twitter since the first presidential debate, and I have no interest in watching the supporters of the potential thief-in-chief gloat, so I have no idea what kooky nonsense the usual suspects have been up to. But the complete lack of YouTube content about comics in the last 6 months is a good indicator that the industry seems content to just settle to the bottom. They're like Charlize Theron in the road, just walking into the chaos. I've never been less interested in mainstream comics, even though I've got plenty of opportunity to read while I work. There's just not enough coming out right now that seems all that interesting. We've had the occasional trickle of craziness, Cecil Castellucci turning Batgirl into an Antifa wannabe, and don't worry, that little twinkle is the sound of King Baby Marquet's pee-pee perking up at the mention of Antifa. Speaking of which, did H1
Humanity First
books come back out, or did they just give up? I don't know, I haven't looked and it's not like anyone but me and Richard Counting and Ballas Meyer would even care. But I think a hell of a lot more people would care about Marvel pulling this shit. I get using a couple of pages again, but not the whole issue, and damn sure not with a different artist entirely. It just looks so bad and lazy, and kinda shows that Marvel doesn't really care that much at all. But what do I know? I'm just some guy.